What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to the CombatCast. So in today's episode, I want to talk about one championship. In particular, I want to talk about their September event, One Fight Night 14, which will be their first event to have taken place in Singapore in quite a while, because most of their past several events have taken place here in Bangkok, Thailand at the prestigious Lumpini Stadium. Now, having taken a look at their first fight poster, I think it's safe to assume that this is most likely going to be an all-female fight card, much like One Empower, which took place back in September of 2021. So this fight card, I'm meaning One Fight Night 14, will feature several pivotal fights. There's the interim atomweight title fight between Stamp Beartex and Sohee Ham. And I still stand on my previous statement that this should actually be a fight for the undisputed one atomweight championship, seeing as how Chatri Siddharthong said that Angela Lee is most likely retiring. I don't see why. I don't seem to understand why they're letting her hold on to the title. It's holding up the entire atomweight division. It's disrespectful to the ranked fighters as well as the other fighters in the atomweight division. I'm sorry, I know the Lee family are grieving, but it's been going in on 8 months now. So so that's what I have to say on that matter. Then you have a grappling match between Danielle Kelly, who's been making waves in the women's grappling division in One Championship, facing the Cambodian American Jessa Khan for the inaugural Women's Atomweight Grappling Championship. So Jessa Khan was actually supposed to make her One Championship debut back in July of 2022 at 159. She was supposed to face Amanda Aliquin, but the match fell through when Aliquin had to withdraw. But now Jessa Khan is finally set to make her one debut. It only took 1 year for her to make her debut after it was delayed. But yeah. So Jessa Khan, what do I know about her? Did some research on the good old Wikipedia. So Jessa Khan is an Asian Games gold medalist in Jiu-Jitsu. She's a 2-time SEA Games gold medalist and 1-time SEA Games silver medalist in Jiu-Jitsu as well. She's won gold medals at the Newaza No-Gi 52 kilogram and Newaza Gi 52 kilogram at the 2023 SEA Games and at the 2023 SEA Games. Okay, both of which took place in Cambodia. And at the 2019 SEA Games in the Philippines, she won gold in the Newaza Gi 49 kilogram event. Now in the Asian Games in 2018, which took place in Indonesia, she won the Newaza 49 kilogram event. In all those events, she was a representative of Cambodia. However, she is actually a U.S. national, in which she represented Europe. Sorry, excuse me. I'm getting my words all mixed up. Excuse me. She actually represented the United States at the European BJJ Championship in 2023 in Paris in the women's 48.5 kilogram division, where she won bronze. So, yeah, she has a lot in her jiu-jitsu and grappling accolades. So I guess this will be a real challenge for Danielle Kelly, you know. Her match against, what's her name? Ayaka Miura. I mean, Miura is a good submission artist, but in the end, she's an MMA fighter and she's also a judo stylist. Danielle Kelly also faced a Russian woman who I believe is actually a combat sambo stylist, which I just want to say, her name is Maria Molchanova. And I cannot say this enough times. Combat Sambo is not practical for submission grappling. Combat Sambo, in my honest opinion, is a sport it's tailor-made and more practical for mixed martial arts with all the striking and the wrestling. And that's why you see these combat sambists lose to BJJ practitioners. Yeah. I think Jessica Khan will be the first legit threat to Danielle Kelly for the first time in this title match at One Fight Night 14. This is definitely going to be a fun one. Now, okay, so 4 fights have been announced so far. It's these remaining 2 fights that I personally have an issue with. Okay. So, first one I'm gonna mention is the strawweight Muay Thai championship match between Smilla Sundell and Jackie Buntan. Okay, so Smilla Sundell is a Swedish fighter who bases her training in Thailand out of the fabled Fairtex gym. She made history when she won the strawweight Muay Thai world title at the young age of 1 minute, let me find out. At the young age of 17 years old. So yeah, she was the youngest fighter to win a one title. So that was an accomplishment. And who did she beat to win the title, you might ask? Well, Jackie Buntan. And up to that point, Jackie Buntan was undefeated in one championship competition, so it made sense for her to be the other fighter to contend for the title. She'd been on a 3-fight winning streak. On the other hand, Smilla had only fought once. She had knocked out Deandra Martin of Australia. But, you know, she was young. And I guess Juan and Chatri saw some potential in her, so they booked them for a match. That won 156 back in April of 2022. Smilla dominated Jackie for all 5 rounds. You know, she was much taller, much rangier, if you will. I mean, Smilla stands at 173 centimeters, US conversion over here. On the other hand, Jackie Buntan is 5'4", which metric conversion right here. So, you know, that's a huge size disparity, and you know, it's not hard to see why Smilla won. In addition, like, Smilla, you know, she actually effectively utilized her Muay Thai weapons. Well, you know, watching her fights, Jackie Buntan is a boxer. Granted, she uses her boxing, like, to great effectiveness, you know, considering she fights in a Muay Thai environment. I can see why she beat, like, a lot of solid competition. Now, my problem with this fight is, why are they booking a rematch, okay? I can understand, okay, I can see that following her title, the loss in the title fight to Smilla Sundell, Jackie Buntan went on a 2-fight winning streak. Granted, they weren't the cream of the crop of the women's strawweight Muay Thai division, okay? She picked up a unanimous decision win against Amber Kitchen at 1 on Prime Video 5 in December of 2022. And then she knocked out Deandra Martin at 1 Fight Night 10 in May of this year. Still, personally, I don't feel that warrants for a title rematch. And besides, this is my personal opinion again, I feel like someone who actually deserves a title shot is England's Iman Barlow. I mean, God, man. The story of Iman Barlow, having read it, it's crazy, you know? Because she was actually signed to one championship since November of 2019, but she didn't actually make her debut with the promotion until like March of 2022. That's over 2 years. So you gotta wonder what was happening behind the scenes. What was delaying her debut? But nevertheless, even though she's had only 2 fights with 1 championship, she has shown that she's a true contender, you know? And in my mind, I think that she is more worthy of a title shot than Jackie Buntan. So, yeah, those are my thoughts regarding this fight. I do not think that there should be a title rematch between Jackie Buntan and Smila Sundell. In my mind, it should be Smila Sundell versus Iman Barlow for the 1 strawweight Muay Thai title. Yeah, I don't think that should happen. And now, the next fight left me scratching my head as to what in the hell One Championship and Chatri Sityodtong were thinking. Okay, so when I read the card, it said women's strawweight special rules striking. Okay, not even mixed rules, like not MMA/Muay Thai special rules. Okay, strawweight special rules striking, and I just thought to myself, what the hell could this possibly mean? So I tried looking through the comments first, and at first somebody said like it was gonna be purely stand-up boxing, and I just thought maybe that person was, you know, they were just speculating. But then I, you know, did some Googling, and it turns out they were right. So I found an article on Sportskeeda regarding the fight, this fight. So, okay, first things first, the fight will be between the 1 strawweight champion, Zhang Jingnan, and Muay Thai fighter turned MMA fighter, Nat Wondergirl Jarun Sak. And, so yeah, it's gonna be a special rules striking match, okay? This is one of the paragraphs from the article from Sportskeeda. The reigning women's strawweight world champion will take on Nat Wondergirl Jarun Sak in a special rules striking match at 1 Fight Night 14 on September 29th at Singapore Indoor Stadium. Yeah, when they say special rules striking, you know, it just, so many possibilities go through your head. Like, even me, for example, when I first saw the, you know, the stipulations, if you will, special rules striking can refer to a multitude of things, okay? Maybe the fight would allow only Xiong to use her punches, meanwhile Nat would be allowed to, like, you know, use her punches, her elbows, her knees, and her kicks. You know, fights like these have happened before. I mean, who's to say one won't pull off some shit like this? But yeah, it turns out it's gonna be basically a boxing match with MMA gloves. So, okay, here's another excerpt from the article. As per ESPN, Zhang and Wondergirl will only be allowed to use punches while using 4-ounce gloves. No kicks, knees, or elbows will be allowed, and the match will be scored the same as One Championship's kickboxing and Muay Thai bouts with a 10-point must system. Okay, so I guess this settles the question as to whether or not this will be an exhibition bout, you know? Unlike the failed mixed rules bout that was supposed to happen between Anissa Meksen and Stamp Fairtex, and is also the reason why Anissa Meksen is no longer with One Championship. Thank God for that. But now, okay, I can see, honestly though, when I look at this fight, I see Zhang Jingnan winning, because even in MMA, okay, she's a hard puncher, okay, she's a hard boxer, and every time she's been matched up against just a grappler or a wrestler, she is virtually impossible to take down. And in her early career, she knocks girls out like it's nobody's business, but like more recently, she just doesn't pull the trigger, okay? And like these girls, they just attempt takedowns on her, but she just sprawls. She's an anti-wrestler, and her fights have just become boring to watch. I don't know why sometimes I still like tune in. Like for example, her most recent fight against Angela Lee when she was defending her strawweight belt on one fight night 2, I think. Yeah. I'm surprised she didn't finish Angela Lee. She knocked her down, but she didn't knock her out. So yeah, most of her fights are boring. She headlined One Empower, and it was a boring fight. It sucks so bad. Like, I just have to say it. And then same with her fight against Ayaka Miura. I do not remember exactly when it happened. But yeah, Zhang Jingnan's fights more recently are snooze fests. So, I guess I'm just gonna assume this is why they decided to, like, put her in a non-title match against a natural striker, but, like, even then, it's not like Nat Jarunsak is a boxer, so who knows, maybe Zhang gets the win by knockout. But my qualms against this fight is that, okay, Nat Jarunsak isn't even like, you know, she's not even like top 5 in the women's strawweight division. What the fuck, man? I have so many questions. I have so many bad things to say about this matchup. Like, why? Just why? Okay, I get that the Rodtang versus Demetrius Johnson mixed rules and Muay Thai MMA fight, it had a lot of success. That I do not doubt. I remember I was in Hawaii, I was wearing a 1FC shirt, and we were parking at a hotel, and one of the employees there saw my shirt and was like, "Oh, 1FC." I was watching the Rodtang and Mighty Mouse fight, and I was like, yeah, that was awesome, right? My point is, just because you had one good, you know, hybrid fight doesn't mean you should start making this a regular thing, okay? And it's not even a hybrid fight. It's basically a boxing match in 4-ounce gloves. What makes them think that this is a good idea, okay? And Wondergirl, okay, she's fought like, holy damn. She's fought like 2-3 times in Muay Thai under the One Championship ban, okay? She's fought twice in MMA, okay? Losing her most recent outing, in one fight nights against a relatively unknown Australian fighter. She got dominated on the ground, but why, you know? If they wanted to do like a striking match, they may as well have, this is just my, what I had in mind, okay? They may as well have like Smila Sundell, the queen of the one Muay Thai strawweight division, fight Zhang Jingnan, who is the queen of the one strawweight MMA division, you know? That's more of a compelling fight to make. But yeah, I just don't understand one's reasoning behind that matchup. And I don't think now is really a good time to put together more of these special rules, mixed rules fight after the debacle with Anissa Mexen, even if they now have like a scoring system, okay? And yeah, and one championship has a lot to figure out regarding this, but this still is not the complete fight card, so we have yet to see the full picture. But so far, it's not looking too good, in my opinion. So yeah, that's what I have to say about the 4 fights. Yeah, while it does have glaring flaws, you know, the unnecessary rematch for the one strawweight Muay Thai title, the highly questionable special rules striking match, aka boxing match in 4-ounce gloves. I do like the main event, Stamp Fairtex versus Sohee Ham, which should be for the undisputed atomweight championship. Damn it, one championship. Damn it, Chatri. Give them the undisputed title belt. And yeah, I do love the flyweight, the women's flyweight. Was it flyweight? Oh damn, man. Not flyweight, sorry. I do love the women's atomweight submission grappling title fight, okay? To crown a women's grappling champion, okay? Danielle Kelly versus Jessica Khan. 2 highly decorated grapplers and BJJ players. It's gonna be fun. It should be a grappling masterclass, you know, one of the more exciting grappling matches that Danielle Kelly has put on, hopefully. But yeah, I hope there's more exciting fights to be unveiled, you know. This card is taking place in Singapore, and I do hope it does take place in Singapore prime time, because I am tired of waking up in the mornings on Saturday. Which brings me to my next topic, okay. I feel like one championship has been, like, you know, prioritizing its US audience more, okay, and they're like forgetting their, you know, supporters from day one. In this case, I mean the fans in the Asian region, specifically Southeast Asia, okay? When they started out in 2011 with their first event, they started out in Singapore, and it wasn't until, like, hold on a second, I really need to do so much homework. It wasn't until like 2013 when they started branching out to other countries like Malaysia and the Philippines, okay? And then in around, I think it was 2014. 2014, you had events in Cambodia and China, and then 2015 it was Myanmar. Yeah, and it was Myanmar. Was Thailand in 2016? I'm pretty sure it was Thailand. And then they finally reached Thailand in 2016. And I feel like Southeast Asia has been the heart of one championship, okay? And I feel like since 2022, Chatri Sityodtong and his group at one championship have been so busy focusing on penetrating the US market, which, okay, congratulations, you finally had your landmark US event in May 2023, but you should never forget those who supported you in your early days, okay? Because from 2011 to 2016, let's just say, for shits and giggles, I am confident that people in the US, more than 98% of MMA fans, they had no idea one championship even existed, okay? When I scrolled past the MMA fan pages and forums, they were like, all they talked about was UFC or Bellator, and they were complaining about, oh man, this shit is boring. What else can I watch? And then there would be the few people who would say, ONE FC has some good shows. They have some decent shows. But yeah, man, it's kind of disappointing to see that they're starting to abandon the, shall we say, original fans who were there to support them from day one. Granted, I'm willing to admit that I am not an OG supporter, okay? I only found them in 2019, but I will say that I have stuck by them and that I have preferred them over the UFC for quite a while. But what they're doing now, I think it's borderline disrespectful. Okay, even when you were holding events in like Bangkok, Thailand, at the prestigious Lumpini Stadium, what time are you holding your events at? 7 a.m. Oh, I wonder why. Oh yeah, it's because 7 a.m. Indochina time is 8 p.m. Eastern time in the United States. Prime time, right? You want it to be prime time for the United States. Man, if they wanted to, you know, save the primetime slot for the US, they may as well just head back to the US, okay? Just like fuck right off and go back to hosting events in the US instead of like wasting our time and saying that, oh, there's another event going on at Lumpini Stadium here in Bangkok, only for it to turn out to be at 7 a.m. in the morning. Like, if the event was at 7 a.m., okay, for example, okay? If there was a ONE Championship event at Lumpini Stadium at 7 a.m., I'd have to like wake up at about like 5 or 5:30 a.m. to like get ready, get dressed before like heading out. Because traffic then can still be a hassle, okay? Traffic in that area of Lumpini Stadium, it's hectic. It's a hassle. So yeah, man. I guess this is a case of like, you know, leaving behind all of your old supporters, you know, just so you can like warm up to your new supporters now that you finally planted your flag. I wouldn't even call it planting your flag. Now that they finally know who you are. And the thing is, I'm not even sure if the US fans even actually like ONE Championship that much, say as much as the UFC, okay? Have they ever stopped to think that maybe they watch ONE Championship just because, well, they don't have to pay a certain amount of money for it? Okay, because think of it this way. To watch a UFC pay-per-view, it costs $75. Well, meanwhile, for ONE Championship, you just need an Amazon Prime subscription. I mean, and for me, living in Thailand here, all I need is a YouTube account. And yeah. So I don't know. And yeah, this thought actually hit me when I read one of the comments on like the ONE Fight Night 14 poster. He said, This poster said, I think you should move all the events to the US and leave your Asian supporters behind once and for all. And he was like replying to all these questions, these replies to his comments. He is saying they are now just fighting for market share in the US, so they do all the decent events at 7 a.m. to match US primetime hours. And you know what? This couldn't be further from the truth. Yeah, they just want a piece of the pie in the US MMA market. And to that I say good luck, I guess, but like also good luck trying to keep your Asian fans. This isn't to say I'm gonna quit watching ONE Championship. Hell, I've been following them since 2019, okay? I'll admit, I started out as a blindly loyal fanboy of both Chatri's Sidyod Tong and the whole One Championship promotion. But in the past 4 years, I can confidently say that my opinion of both Chatri and One Championship has drastically changed. Will One Fight Night 14 return to Asian primetime hours? That remains to be seen. And yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say for today's episode of the CombatCast. And if you made it this far into this video, please don't forget to press like and subscribe. And for those of you still watching, I wish you a good morning, good afternoon, and good night.